All right. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Professor. So today, let's see here. We have Module 4. Explain what social media is. Social media is a website or application such as Facebook or Instagram or X where users are able to make profiles and interact with each other and post content and react to that content. List three elements of a social media profile. A social media profile could have the username, like the person's actual name, their profile picture. It can have their date of birth, their sex, if they're male or female. Explain how 6 degrees of separation applies to social networking. So, the concept of 6 degrees of separation is that everybody's intertwined in a small world, if you will, through at least six different separations. So, maybe your school teacher might know someone that you um, are actually wouldn't know them, but would be connected to somebody that you went to the grocery store with, like the grocery store clerk, through different connections. They would be actually have something in common, and this applies to social media because it's turning out that the world is more connected now through social media, and those connections have decreased even into 4 or 5 connections for most people. Just let's see. These two, I don't know that I have completely memorized, but I'm going to give my best shot. List the 6 rights that are exclusively exercised by copyright holders. We have the right to reproduce, the right to distribute, the right to display, the right to display, or to, I think, display digitally. And that's probably all I know for that one. And then the 4 factors that characterize fair use. This one I'm also having trouble memorizing. Let's see. 4 factors that characterize fair use. The right to reproduce are actually the nature of the reproduction, how it affects the market, how um, the the amount copied, I believe. And yeah, that's probably all I have off the tops here, but I know I can get the rest of these. Discuss why blogs were considered a disruptive technology. Blogs were considered a disruptive technology when they came out and got popular on the internet because you didn't necessarily have to have credentials to have your work published. So you'd be able to publish onto different websites, and everyone kind of has an opinion where they're able to put out different amounts of content, and that can be disruptive for things like the newspaper, for example. And a lot of these bloggers even got a big following when that was very popular, which I'm sure it still is. Explain how or no, Wikipedia articles are written and edited. From my understanding, they are written open source and also edited open source, and I believe the works are fact checked. Discuss the pros and cons of a webmail versus a local mail. So a webmail, the pros would be that it's accessible on the internet, so it is accessible on multiple devices, which is good for the user because you can pull up an email on your phone and then also access that on your laptop at a different location or even at the library. It's good to have local mail too because that's saved directly onto your device, which, for example, I would think like a PC or something, and then that could be good because you can access that when you're offline, which is necessary sometimes. Explain the difference between IMAP and POP. That's kind of what we just talked about. The IMAP is the webmail, like a online PO box, and the POP is more like a mailbox you would have at your house, which you would have your hard copy, and that's your saved on your local device. List elements that constitute an online identity. So some elements I think of are like an avatar or your username. You can have your profile picture, different things like that. List 4 techniques to deal with cyberbullying. Let's see, I think I know this one. It would be to block the user, to not respond or egg them on, to, let's see, you could deactivate your account. And then let's see, I know there's another one. I'm so close to getting it. Uh, Block, deactivate, not respond to them, and also to ignore them, I would say. All right. Well, that's my best attempt for this week. Thank you, Professor. Signing off YouTube. Have a great week. Bye.